What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back on video. And today's video is actually this is gonna be kind of different video, but again, this is gonna be kind of my review, or I guess my overview of Attack on Titan chapter 139. Again, I was trying to do it yesterday, but again, I was busy and stuff like that. But I did, at least it's Saturday, at least got time to do it, stuff like that. So, it's hard to just keep everything schedule-wise and stuff like that. But I really want to talk to this video. Again, this is going to be kind of a long discussion. It's going to be kind of Attack on Titan as a whole. And I'll probably do another whole separate video about talking Attack on Titan as a whole and stuff like that. And all the backlash. So, again, I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts about it. So, pretty much with this chapter, again, I'm not going to be doing a shot-by-shot review and stuff like that. But I just want to give you my thoughts about it. And a lot of YouTubers are mad and stuff like that. And I do see a different I see a 50-50 response, right? So we're about to kind of get into it and just give you my thoughts and stuff like that. And let's just dive deep into it because I feel like it's very, very important for me to talk about it, right? So Attack on Titan chapter 139. Honestly, I get it. Honestly, I personally like it, my personal opinion. I know people are very John, this some BS, blah, blah, blah. Yo, they retcon everything. Listen, I understand, you feel me? But you also got to understand from this point of view, right? And I understand where a lot of people are coming from. If you like the chapter, or you really love the chapter, or if you hate the chapter, I can understand. I'm not going to kind of peer pressure you or try to tell you to think a certain way or how it is. But pretty much with this chapter, I get it where it feels very underwhelming and very lackluster, because the whole goal is that Eren wants to have where his people free, but then he kind of pretty much pulls a Code Geass. I mean, let's just be honest, right? This ending is pretty much a ripoff of... This is literally Code Geass 2.0, but it's just not executed very, very well. It's not executed very well at all, because pretty much he tells Armin, yo, I've been doing this since the beginning. I want to take revenge. And then he was he started, the rumbling to destroy 80% of humanity, stuff like that. Then it pretty much showing him, I guess, flashbacks of him... of what's happening with life and Ymir and blah, blah, blah. And, showing different parts of the world to Armin and stuff like that. And then pretty much, again, a lot of this stuff is confusing as well. But then it seems like the way it is that, oh, well, I did this out of love. Ymir wanted Mikasa and I wanted Mikasa. Again, a lot of stuff kind of makes no sense. Then also part of it where it's okay, well, he used the Founding Titan to see, Attack Titan to see the future and to manipulate the past. They still don't make sense of that, because even in the chapter here it says, I massacred 80% of humanity, making all Paradise Island turn and kill each other, even dragged everyone, even my precious comrades, into war. I wasn't sure they were going to go. He says, Armin's, my thoughts have become inherited. The influence that the Founder Titan's powers, being able to have no past or future, they all exist the same. That's why it was inevitable. And that day and that time, Bolto was supposed to die. That's why I let it go and lean it towards his mother dying. So pretty much, you're telling me he had the power where he could have stopped his mother from getting killed, but instead of Bolto... Again, a lot of stuff makes no freaking sense. And of course, they talk about, Armin's talking about to Eren, what do you think of Mikasa? What about her? He says, do you think she'll live happy with someone else? He says, well, I don't know. And then Armin punches him, stuff like that. And it's saying, how dare you make Mikasa's feelings bad? And, Mikasa did everything she did everything she could for you, and you treated her like crap. Then, she pretty much saying, Armin's I'd rather her go with a guy that actually gives a crap than a guy with you, even though you're my best friend. And then Eren's no, I don't want that. I don't want her to find another guy. I want her to only have feelings for me. Even after I die, I want her to hold me on heart for a very, very long time. And Armin's pretty much, you're a selfish bastard. He says, please don't tell Mikasa that. I want her to live happy, but with someone else. And damn it, I can't do it. I don't want to die. I want to be here with Mikasa and all of you. And it says, don't give us that. Let's find it. Let's find another way. He says, all those people probably didn't want to die either, but there's no way I'll be forgiven. And I'm yo, this showing the vision of what's happening. Dude, he literally destroys 80% of, he literally destroys everything. The oceans, the ground, the mountains. Everything is in ashes, man. And the thing is that it's like, I don't know what's happened. I wanted to do this at all costs. It's time, Armin. I'll erase your memories at this point. Then it kind of shows them with Mikasa and, pretty much the scouts. And again, I'm not going to give you a shot by shot thing about it. Pretty much the Titans are gone. Then you have it where Mikasa takes Eren's head and moves away. And then you have the Marlins about to shoot the Eldians, and they don't have the Titan power. And of course, Armin does like talk no jutsu and blah blah blah. And says, I'm the one who killed Eren and all this other stuff. Then to me, Historia is just very irrelevant. It's like, oh, she has a baby, and there's no purpose of that. And it seems like she banged the farmer guy or whatever it is. And it shows you how people have lost lives outside for the past 3 years, like a time skip. Then Eldia and Jaegerist form a powerful military army under the Paradise Island. And it says, people are saying, if we win, we live. If we lose, we die. If we don't fight, we can't win. And it seems like that Trump political loyalty type energy, it seems like. And of course, Historia's like, we got to keep fighting even though Eren has given his the future to us. And then you have Peak and Reiner and Connie and Jean and all of them pretty much, and Annie pretty much be ambassadors of like peace and all this other stuff. And then you have it where they're talking. Then you have Levi's in a wheelchair, and you have Falco and Gabby with them. Levi looks like a skeleton, man. It's like he looks horrible, man. I mean, he looks like, I don't know, like Freddy vs. Jason kind of, man. Like he has like one eye. And of course, Armin, is like, catches the feather. And then Mikasa is under the tree with Eren. He says, you're happy, right? He says, everyone's waiting to see you. And then Mikasa's crying. He's like, I wish I could see you again. But then the bird comes in there and wraps the scarf around Mikasa. And pretty much Mikasa's like, Eren, you wrapped the scarf around me. Thank you. And pretty much saying, I guess, Eren's reincarnated in that bird, and that was pretty much the end of the chapter. Again, I'm not going to be like, I personally, with this chapter, again, we're going to talk more about it and just go more in detail with Attack on Titan and stuff like that. I personally, with this chapter, I said it was like, I'll just be kind of fair, man. It was like a C plus at best. A B minus, a C plus, between that range. But I'll just say, hey, like, for my personal, I'll just say B minus. Just in my personal opinion, right? It's not the greatest chapter ever. One of my friends, James, he said it was an A minus. I'm like, yeah, okay. I was like, you're nicer than I am. I'm like, okay. But a lot of people, I can understand. You guys are mad. You guys wanted some crazy ending. But my thing is like, okay, what do you guys want? Because I did see the theories and stuff like that. It's like, oh, everything was a dream, or it was all in a different dimension and world. First of all, people would be more pissed off if that happened. You feel me? And also, I think he did this kind of ending because, again, it's a very mixed kind of ending. It kind of is like a 50. It's a very politically divided ending. You feel me? Because I see, like he just ripped off Code Geass and just put it in there. And the problem is that, like, he's trying to be like Lelouch where he planned all this out. Eren, you did not plan all this out. He's like, he wanted to be free, but he didn't want to be free. Then he's like, oh, well, I enslaved myself. I want to be with Mikasa. Like, his emotions are all over the place. You feel me? And I'm not going to compare this to Code Geass. A lot of you haven't seen Code Geass, but Code Geass, Lelouch planned everything from beginning to end. I mean, go watch the show. It's on Netflix, on Hulu. You guys go watch it. But he planned his out from beginning to end. Lelouch was like a political chess player and became emperor, and he had his goal from beginning to end. Eren turns into a radical liberal lunatic who wants to end systematic racism, which I understand. As a black person, I definitely feel that way. And if you're a Jewish person or you're a minority of women, you kind of understand it. But he destroys 80% of humanity and kills trillions of innocent people. And and his people still not free. They're still fighting. And the problem is, even though, let's just say trillions of people, let's say there's still millions of people outside of the world, out of Paradis, they could easily, mind you, Paradis, they don't have the Titans anymore. They are pretty much 50 years behind of technology. Dude, they could easily, the 20% of humanity can easily destroy all of Paradise Island if they really want to. So Eren's like, well, I left my people free. No, bro, they're still fighting and killing each other. They're just more politically divisive, and they just believe what you say, whatever. So that's pretty much it, man. It's like, dude, like in Historia, let's be honest, she was freaking useless. Let's be honest, and I liked Historia in the beginning, but the way they pumped her up, she didn't really do anything. You feel me? Let's just keep it honest. And then also with Levi and the Ackermans, a lot of people thought it was gonna they would be like on some Super Saiyan God type thing. You didn't get any of that. And again, there's a lot of plot holes behind that. Like, okay, what happened to Yellen? You know, what happened to her? You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that they left out. You feel me? Like, why did Zeke, if that was the goal, Zeke should have done a lot more. Aaron, he's all over the place. You know, I mean, his goals isn't clear at all. And it seems like they're trying to make Armin into the savior, but then, like, it kind of doesn't work. Mikasa, I get the whole, 138 thing where she comes in there. And again, I like chapter 138, right? Where instead of, because most really a lot of these franchises and movies and TV shows is that you usually have it where the white male saves the day or the man saves the day. I do like it where the female has the option to kill the lover of her life and to save humanity and stuff like that. So, that's one of the things I did like about it. And I can see why the feminists, the Me Too movement, Antifa, BLM, and LBGT, all the left-wing people, right? I can see why they really love this manga, anime. I can see why they love this ending. I can see why they're politically biased. Again, you gotta be honest. Attack on Titan was the only series to take American political politics, like the Marlin government's very similar to the Trump administration. How the invasion of Paradise Island capital is very similar to the Capitol riots, and how the rumblings, the global race war, and how the female empowerment with all the female characters and Mikasa pretty much carrying the Me Too movement behind her back. And again, it's a very, very divided thing because the extreme left-wing people, they love it. I'm trying to think. The normies, they're like, it's not the best ending ever, but I still enjoy it. The anime fans and the conservatives like, this is bullshit. This is like a ripoff of Code Geass 2.0. And then you have it where the YouTubers right now, a lot of them are just bashing it like crazy, but it is what it is, man. Like, some things just don't go the way y'all want it. And I'm just curious, like, what was the ending y'all wanted? That's something I really want to know, because everyone's saying the ending is trash and ass and all that, but I'm like, what kind of ending do you want? There's only so much that he can do in like one chapter. And to me, it's just like, I still think Attack on Titan is the greatest story ever made. To me, it's still at a 10 out of 10. I do think Full Alchemist Brotherhood is a better anime. I do think Attack on Titan is a better story than Full Alchemist Brotherhood, and just better story in general. Just I'm saying, just in general, it's the greatest fiction. It's the Michael Jordan of anime. I don't want to say that. I'll say it's the Michael Jordan of fiction. That's the best way to describe it, because it addresses all the political issues and currently happening around the world into a dark fantasy political story. So that's one of the reasons I do give AOT my favorite fiction story I've ever made. But I'll be honest, I still think Full Alchemist Brotherhood is still the GOAT of all anime. I will stick by that. And I was like Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'm like, nah, FMA Brotherhood wins that. But with Attack on Titan, it is what it is. I know people were like, they fumbling instead of the rumbling, but it is what it is, man. Certain things just don't go the way you want it. And again, I enjoyed it for what it is. If you're mad at it, you're mad at it. And let's just keep it honest. A lot of people are not going to be honest, right? Say whatever you want with this ending, stuff like that. By the time the anime comes out, let's just be honest, right? When part 2 comes out, by the time it ends, anime manga's become a lot more mainstream and socially acceptable. I mean, it's already breaking a bunch of records. I did videos about this, blah, 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 but it's about to, already number 1, beat Falcon, Winter Soldier, and, WandaVision, stuff like that. And then they got My Hero Academia coming out. But overall, it's just Attack on Titan is going to be the anime that's going to push anime and manga into the mainstream and make it socially and mainstream acceptable by society. And also, you got to realize a lot of women are getting into it as well and stuff like that. So I am proud that Attack on Titan did it. I'm happy that AOT Isayama did what he did, but it is what it is. I'll probably have a whole nother video talking about it, but I just feel like this is a longer conversation. This is my thoughts about Attack on Titan Chapter 139. That's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care. Make sure you guys stay safe. And thank you, Asayama, for this great story. And everybody, take care and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Peace. Take care.